I ain't speak to y'all about the Trump shit, none of that shit. The big homie.
Yo, yo, yo.
I told him I got a big surprise. We got the big homie Jay Prince in the building. Y'all already know what it is, man.
How
How
you
you?
doing, bro?
I'm good. How's the family? How was your Thanksgiving?
Hey,
You know,
man, everything been beautiful, man. You know what I mean? Just enjoying one another, staying out the way.
yo, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. I definitely wanted to I wanted to bring you up here and talk about a few things. You know, we was talking the other day, and something you said stuck to me a lot when you was like how this rap game became like the new dope game, like the corner, like. And I'm like, it's really like that, and it's sad. It's not. It's entertaining, but it's not a good entertaining, man. You know what I'm saying? So
Real
yeah,
talk.
that right there really stuck with me, and I also feel like with our situation, there was a lesson there that I didn't feel like everybody caught. You know what I mean? Like it was
Yeah.
a big lesson to be learned. And I want to get my perspective on how I feel what lesson is, and maybe you could do the same. So I feel like, when YBN Almighty got the chain snatch and I got it back for you, some people was like, oh, why did Hope do that? Some people was like, oh, I would have never did, would a kid, I would have never did that. But some people respected, like, yo, that's the real right man shit to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, and I feel like I don't feel like it's a fact that I'm glad God working mysterious ways. I don't know what y'all believe in out there, but the fact that you tagged me was so important because if you didn't tag me in that, the chain would have never came back because it's not that the other dudes didn't have the strength to get it back. It's like the little dudes who had the chain, they just
Yeah.
didn't. They was like, I don't trust them. Hocus, you know what I'm saying? We gonna fuck with
Yeah.
Hocus because Hocus is, them dudes are connected to the streets, but I am the streets. You know what I mean? Not to take nothing away from everybody else you tag. So them dudes were just like, I don't trust them industry dudes. You know what I mean? If Hocus come, it is what it is. And I just feel like, the lesson was missed, man. Like what happened was three things happened was, you know what I mean? It was a respecting, a mutual respecting. It unified us, and it also showed people that we could handle situations afterwards without the violence. You know what I'm saying? Without extra violence. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And
Yeah.
at the end of the day, I really feel like, man, I stopped the because even whether it's from you or not, like people didn't like what happened to that kid. So I feel like
Yeah.
I stopped a potential down south East Coast war from happening,
Yeah.
so to speak. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
and I feel like a lot of y'all out there, y'all didn't get the message. Shout to Benny the Butcher. He went out of town, in Houston, and whatever happened to him happened to him. He got shot, and it's nothing wrong with picking up your phone, calling somebody, and you got $1,000 worth of jewelry on. You know what I'm saying? And you know
Yeah.
that you a star, or whatever. And yo, do you got anybody out there that can hold me down? You know what I mean? I got a show out there, and you piece off a little to get the hell. There's nothing wrong with that, y'all. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I
Yeah.
wanted you to elaborate on that. How you feel about that, big homie?
Yeah. Well, first of all, let me say you absolutely right, man. And it's a difference in a man being connected to the streets and being the streets. And one thing that you and I was able to solidify was something that was bigger than all of that. You know what I mean? I consider, us having a lifetime bond to be able to prevent a lot of future, BS from taking place, man. And not only, I feel, not only did your move was such a strong move because, like a lot of people, the elevators only go up so far. Their thinking ability only goes so far, and they don't see the portrait and the picture of things until somebody dead. You know what I mean? Until the worst has taken place. And those of us that have thinking ability, then we know how to eliminate and prevent somebody losing their life before we see the big picture of a situation. And you have that ability, that thinking ability. I have that thinking ability, and you're absolutely right. For those who think it's something weak, you know what I mean, about saving a life or about, having a relationship where you can check in, where you can, I don't like that word check
Yeah,
in.
it got a bad
But
stigma on it now because
yeah,
it,
you know
it
what
makes
I'm,
people ego come out. The word check
yeah,
in.
but just a relationship, you know what I mean? Or power, because that's what it is. You know what I mean? If I come somewhere and I can call, one of my homies, Hocus, or vice versa, you can call on me, then all that's gonna do is put a whole different level of protection on your ass. You know what I mean? Where one, because when one identify with certain brands, when one have that respect, you know what I mean, you come to their city and they are embraced by different people, then they immediately know in H-Town, okay, this is not food no more. We can't eat off of this. We can't look at their jewelry and say, oh, I would like to have that, or I'm gonna have that, because they already know serious consequences come with that situation, that even jackers don't like them kind of consequences. Some of the only people I know that don't care about the consequences, they from the Middle East over there, them suicide bombers, right?
Uh-huh.
The suicide bombers showed me a whole different level of gangster that I hadn't, seen, because they don't want to live. You know what I mean? They just, if they got to have it, they willing to blow their whole bodies up for it. And,
Yeah, that's a
that was
different
some
type.
different.
But yeah, man, I tell people, I'm like, yo, look, at this point in my life, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a kid, y'all. I'm not one of these little kid rappers. Like, I've been through shit. Like, I was facing life in prison, right? And I made it out of that for a reason. Like, you know what I mean? I was facing life, and I beat my trial, right? I made it out of that. So for me to come home and then be put in a situation like this and be tagged on in that post, God put me there for what I did to happen. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, without me, it wouldn't have happened, because them little dudes didn't respect everybody else. So it's like, yo, I did the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, to all y'all out there, that's the lessons that that need to be learned. Like, yo, sometimes you got to put your ego and your pride to the side and make the right decision. That I don't care if your homeboys don't feel it is. Like, I stopped the potential war from happening, y'all. Like, think about that.
Yeah.
Think about, like you said, the lives that were saved, rather than, and the relationship that's being built between me and you. Furthermore, and more, like you said, more lives we can help save. Think about that versus y'all little egos. You know what I'm saying? And for all y'all rappers out there that's gonna pay attention to this and watch this for future references, yo, don't listen to the dudes who's like, yeah, you can't come in my shit. Yo, listen, call the right people, man. Link with the right people, make them phone calls, and you know what I'm saying? And if you ain't got the people out there, somebody do. That's what it's mob ties for. Somebody do. Hit somebody up. They'll make them phone calls for you. Write your pride, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I definitely wanted to get that across, big homie, because I feel like it's a lot going around. I see the negative aspect of it. People talking about in the media right now, especially after what happened to Child Benny the Butcher. You know what I'm saying? Salute to the homie. And I was just like, I got to jump on with the big homie and have us explain what the lesson was learned. What should have been learned after our situation.
Yeah, and it's important, man. Like right now, you and I have a bond to the extent, and Benny the Butcher is one of your loved ones. He's one of your homies. Like, that didn't have to happen to him. You know what I mean? And that don't have to happen to any of your family that coming our way moving forward. You know what I mean? Because we'll meet them at the airport or wherever. You know what I mean? And ain't no charge. You know what I mean? It's out of love, and it's just a matter of letting one know, hey, man, we together. You know what I mean? That's what respect do. That's what our bond for one another do for those who didn't understand it in the beginning, because so many people did not even understand the move I made with the tag. They looked at that as a form of disrespect or a form, but I knew what I was doing, because I know how to think. You know what I mean? And I'm here because of the same reason you here. We don't know how to think, and if we think being strong is being weak, then surely weakness or whatnot will knock at our door, and we may not like it. You know what I mean? So, once again, man, ain't nothing weak about neither one of us.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? And we understand that to the fullest.
That's a fact. And they know too. Nobody never told me nothing like that to my face, but I hear the whispers. You know what I mean? And I never paid it no mind, because I understand, like, it really takes a different type of nigga. Like, I was here home in Atlanta. I don't even live in New York no more. Like, I didn't have nothing. I don't even know them little kids. I had nothing to do with the situation. I could have just sat back and said, I'm minding my business. But I said, you know what? I took a flight all the way to New York just to make sure, like, I know I'm here for this purpose. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like I'm living my purpose, man. Ever since I came home from jail, I've been getting a lot of blessings just by living in my purpose. You know what I'm saying? So there you go.
Yo.
Yeah, you can hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Yeah, so I missed that. I missed those last words you were saying to me.
Oh, nah, I was just basically saying, I was just basically talking to the people, like, you know, don't
Yeah,
like from moving forward. You know, I'm a street dude. I'm not a Hollywood dude. Hit me up, hit us up. Like, we reachable. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
I'm here to prevent stuff like this from happening. That
yeah,
happened already. I would love. I take for no money. You know what I mean? I just take pride
yeah,
in knowing that I
yeah.
help somebody. You know, I'm gonna get my
Right.
blessings, and I know I am. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So that's
yeah,
basically what I was just saying to the people.
yeah. You know, many are called, few are chosen, man. You're a chosen one. You know what I mean? And
I
I'm
appreciate
glad
that
that,
coming from you. I
you know what
appreciate.
I mean. Yeah. No, I'm glad that, you know, we like-minded to the extent where we can see above, you know, the surface deep. Because it was a time I couldn't, you know what I mean? I couldn't see. You know, I would have thought differently. I would have reacted differently on a whole lot of things. But, you know, that's why it's so important. I tell all the little homies, embrace a OG over IG. You know what I mean? Because this is what really saved lives. This is what really saved doing life sentence or having to go experience, you know, all of that you have already experienced. You already know the way and the direction on how to prevent that. You already know on how to protect yourself with your movement and different things. So when I sit back and like observe a lot of you know, the homies, the rappers, you know what I mean, that's dying the way I see them dying, you know, it's no doubt about, you know, it's a dangerous career right now. And definitely for those who, you know, I call it campaigning, you know, because some people bring stuff on their own self, you know what I mean, based
Right.
off the words and different things that they say, because life and death is in the tongue. And if you campaigning for something and you get elected, then, you know, you don't like election day, but it comes from reaping what you sow. You know what I mean? All those different laws or whatnot. And the playing field where rap is concerned, you know, has turned, you know, into a whole different ball game today than it was, you know, a few years ago. And we have to embrace that is what it is and adjust, you know, adjust accordingly. And you know, I'm hoping that a lot of the guys do that, man. I'm hoping that a lot of the OGs, well, I, I'm hoping that they will listen and go and embrace some of the OGs to, you know, to tell them how to save their life. Because a lot of the deaths that I witness, I sit back and hear about them like, wow, this would have been done. That didn't have to take place. If this would, and it's just a matter of putting some extra protection on your ass. It's a matter of not getting caught up in ego and thinking with your brain. But if they don't know how to think, you know what I mean? And you're dealing with individuals that think they know everything, but they don't know. And then, you know, that bullet, you know, running up in their ass and they like, oh, I really didn't know, but sometimes it's too late. So once again, embrace somebody. It ain't like they don't have the money to even protect themselves.
Right. They
That's the
have
other piece. You know what I mean? Why you want to be a fool with a bunch of money? You know, it's gonna soon depart.
That's a fact, man. And you look at dudes like Triple Extension, you know, you look at dudes like that, and he got caught slipping at a light by himself. You know, that should have never happened. Like definitely should have had some protect in his own town, but still, you should have had some protection with you, so people to protect you when you worth some money, man. It's wolves out there that want to eat. You know what I mean? So you
Yeah,
got to feed some wolves, or even if it's legal security, that's still wolves to keep them off of you. Growing up in my neighborhood, like what you said, I overstand it because growing up in my neighborhood, I learned and I sit back and watch like anything that happened in my neighborhood, me and my brothers got blamed for it. Any shootings, any killings, and all that. So it was like, all right, you know what I mean? So what I did was I started a rap group, which was called Bang Bang Boogie, and I brought all the neighborhoods around together. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And it was something that had never been done before. The feds seen that, you know, and the state seen that, and that's when they locked us up. That's when I was facing. That's when I was facing a lot of time in jail. I was facing life
yeah,
because they seen that, you know, like they didn't really like that. Of course, I was in the street, but it was more so they seen us about to take off. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
you know, I learned my lessons from through my experiences and others too. And not to even just go back on that. You just off for who you are alone and the work that you put in. I want to salute you And you deserve that. You deserve the respect. I don't care where it's at in the country. You ain't from New York, so what? That's the big homie. Like, he's paving the way for us. He deserved that respect. Yo, man, get that chain back, man. That's nah, man. That's the big homie. Like, nah, you know what? You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you'll do the same for us. You know what I'm saying? For the little homies. You and you don't got no bad stain on your name with nobody who was signed under you. Never heard nobody. You like, salute. I tilt my hat to you, big bro. Like, definitely.
Yeah. No, the
Definitely.
feeling is mutual, man. The feeling is mutual. And one more thing, you know, a lot of times, you know, people think because they have a bunch of people with them, that's a form of protection. That ain't the case. You can have a whole bunch of people with you without structure, and things will go astray. You know what I mean? So structure is so important to have with your movement. You know what I mean? And a lot of times, if everybody too high or too drunk, or you know what I mean, the whole crew is not mentally there, then nobody, you know what I mean, is thinking proper. So, you know, all the artists, the rappers, and just people in general, you know, it came a time in my life where I say, okay, my objective when I leave home today is to make it home. You know what I mean? I need to make it back home. I got kids. You know what I mean? I'm 21, I'm 22, but I got kids. I want to be here for my kids. So I'm gonna have to think and prepare. You know, when I'm leaving, I'm playing chess. I'm thinking moves ahead so I can make it back to my kids. So therefore, everything I'm interacting with all throughout that day, I'm like, I gotta make it home to my kids. So I put a system, I put structure around me to make sure that take place. And that's what, you know what I mean, people have to do. You know what I mean? Because that's who really suffer, you know, when they leave, man. You know, just think about it. You know, ain't nothing like I was a victim of that to a certain extent growing up without one of the parents being there. You know what I mean? A lot of times we take that for granted. We don't, you know, we act like tomorrow is promised and we're invincible, and that's just not the case, you know what I mean, today in this time. So I'm hoping, man, people put more protection on their ass, and if you don't know, ask, you know what I mean, ask somebody that has lived through these trials and tribulations, because ain't nothing like having a track record of being able, you know, where you can say, okay, I've been there and I've done that and I'm still here. You know what I mean? I used to always say, homie, it's hard for a man to tell me how to stay out of jail and he always going to jail. You know what I mean?
That's right.
So, you know, you always going, you know, you can't tell me how to stay out if you always going. Now, you done been and you done figured it out, you got a track record of, you know what I mean, not going back to back, then I want to hear from you.
Yeah, hey, that's a fact, man. And you know, somebody like you who's been as successful as you've been, that's what y'all want to aspire to be. And you know what I mean? I came to your mansion, you invited us out to your mansion, your house, your land, beautiful, man. Oh man, just like that was such an aspiration. You don't even know. You know, but you don't even understand what that did for me. Like, you know, I'm shooting for the moon and the stars. You know what I mean? So like,
yeah, I do.
That did. He said, yeah, I know. That did a lot, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm somebody who also, like, you know what I mean? I consider myself a young OG. You know what I'm saying? Been in the streets, made it past. You know, I went to jail a few times, but my last one, when I was faced on that time, I beat it and haven't been back in not even one handcuff since. You know what I mean? Just a few traffic tickets. That's it. So yeah, like you said, OGs over IG. Listen to people like us. You know what I mean? Because we ain't gonna misguide you. We ain't been doing it, and trust and believe. You know that move that we made when we came together was the right move. Anything other than that would have been idiotic. You know what I'm saying? It's just been like more chaos. Who wants more chaos? I don't want none of my homies going to that. I got brother in jail doing 19 years. I got some brothers that you know, from another mother doing life. I don't want that no more. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody going to war with me. I don't need that. You know what I'm saying? I don't need more brothers in jail. I don't need more brothers in the grave. We need to unify like this and help build generational wealth together. This is what we need to do. You know what I'm saying? We need to be able to call one another. You know, if we got something going on, like yo, Prince, I got, you know, artist or something on. Maybe you can help me get in this building, or maybe, you know what I'm saying? Yo, Hope, you know, I got my people out there. Can you hold them down? Whatever it may be. Whatever it may be. That's what we need to do, and we need to practice that throughout these states. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I feel like these beefs now, especially in hip hop, is becoming, they going state to state now. They leaving neighborhoods, and it's like this got to stop. They got to stop. Somebody
Yeah.
got to say it. I'm sorry, I'll be the one to say it. I'll be, you know what I mean? If you don't like what I'm saying, oh well, man, it got to
Yeah.
stop. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Satan is the author of confusion, man. So people have to like understand, like when this confusion, is taking place in different people's life, understand that Satan is the author of confusion. He ain't far away. He in the midst of it. So for those who want to wallow in killing each other, who want to wallow in confusion, then, Satan, their brother, you know what I mean? He right there in the midst of it. It's important for one to understand that. Now, I also want to take this opportunity, man. I released a drink right here, you know what I mean, which contribute of Merlot and champagne and rosé and Cabernet. It's called Loyalty. You know what I mean? It's called Loyalty out of all things. And I'm glad that I had an opportunity to meet a brother like yourself who can stand and represent that word to the fullest, loyalty.
Appreciate that.
You
I
know what I mean?
appreciate that.
Because yeah, that's what the menace in the day is, respect and loyalty. People don't want to embrace that no more. And I got a brand right here, man, and I'm hoping if a snitch drank this here loyalty, he gets sick.
Hold up, the
You know
bad
what I
that
mean?
go to the snitches. Yo, you know I'm a heavy wine drinker. Oh, I'm glad you got that. I need to come try that
Yeah.
out. You know
Yeah, I
how we
got the
doing the
cab, I
wine.
got the Merlot, you know what I mean?
Oh, that's the cab.
It's,
Yeah, I fuck with the cab
yeah,
too. Oh,
yeah.
yo, is
So
it out everywhere now though, or is it like right now local
well,
in
well,
Texas?
well, well, right now you go to my Instagram and push that link, or you go to Loyalty Wine and push that link. And on December the 21st, I got 18 wheelers coming to stores near you around the world. But, before then, you can push a link and order it. It's called Loyalty, man. Everybody toast to, a taste of loyalty, because at the end of the day, every move that we ever was successful with, if you think about it, whether it was any type of celebration where we was concerned, loyalty have to be in the midst of it. Without that, we can't win. You know what I mean? Whether I was with my crew, whether it's a Super Bowl, was successful marriage, whatever the case may be. We're not talking about being perfect, but we are talking about having some loyalty, you know what I mean, in the midst of it, man. And that's what it's going to take to live, period. You know what I mean? To surround, they got to surround themselves around a crew of individuals where they movement is not based on a moment. Because, when everybody's living in that moment lifestyle like you and I used to do, you know what I mean? That ain't nothing to do with us. I mean, nothing new to us. Every day it was about a moment for me for a minute. And I understood that the movement is so much powerful than the moment, because you're dealing with a big picture. You're dealing with longevity. You know what I mean? And I had to make that transition. And that's how I became successful, is when I embraced that mind state versus, that moment. Every day in my life, I'm not thinking about the consequences. I'm not thinking about the choices I make. You know what I mean? Two things we get every day in life when we wake up, that's a chance and a choice. And
Mm,
when you get that chance, and what you decide to do with those choices is what's going to determine your destination. And we can't take that lightly, because, when we end up however it ends, it's because of the choices we made.
that's
We got
fact.
to understand that.
Yeah, that's facts, man. The moments that you talk about, that landed me in jail a few times, up to the point where, like I keep repeating, the one I was facing life, and it'll take us a moment to sit your ass in that jail for a long time. Honestly, it took me. They kept me there 4 years awaiting trial. They on me 4 years
Yeah.
just to see if I was gonna be able to come home or not. I beat it, and I came home, but that's not everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's not. I done seen a lot of niggas blow trial. You know what I'm saying? I don't even like to say I'm lucky. I say I'm blessed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I made a
Yeah.
promise. I made a pact with myself and with the God within me and to God. You know what I mean? And that's
Yeah.
between me and God. And I feel like I'm walking in them shoes of the pact that I made. You know what I mean? That's why
Yeah.
I'm getting the blessings that I'm getting now, like I said earlier. But yeah, I definitely understand what you mean. That moment. That's
Yeah. And that's real. You know, a lot of the homeless, like I grew up with all kinds of homeless, and I know them right today. A lot of people think it's something weak about God, you know what I mean, or about praying, or just they sick individuals. But a lot of times people do better when they know better, and that's what's being explained right now. You know what I mean? It's nothing weak about embracing the Creator. You know what I mean? The God of the
nothing weak at all
universe,
about that.
and yeah, that's what changed my life. You know what I mean? That's what changed my life when I decided to do that. And it's so important for one to tap in to the blessing giver. Everything you want, he the owner of. So what's weak about it? What's weak about having a relationship with the Almighty, the Creator? Whatever you want to call it. He that always going where he coming from.
Exactly. And a lot of us don't like. A lot of us only want to talk to him. You know what I mean? When we in some trouble, and I'm guilty of that shit. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I'm guilty of the motherfucker. But
That-
now I consciously, I'm a heavy believer in the law of attraction. Now I
yeah.
consciously use it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
Embrace the God within me in order to create my reality. Like you said, I
mhm.
love the way you put that. You got choice. You got a choice,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So you got a choice to create your own reality when you wake up
Yeah.
that tomorrow. You know what I mean? You could either wake up and be like, I'm about to go on the drill today, or you can wake up
Yeah.
and be like, you know what? I'm putting this gun down, man. I don't want to do this no more. I'm gonna tell the homies
Yeah.
I don't want to do this no more. I'm gonna live for my family. I'm gonna live for my
Yeah.
kids. Yo, this is how I'm living from now on, y'all. I know our boy just died, but you know what? We don't need more of us dying going to jail. That's a hard pill to swallow. But
Yeah.
sometimes, sometimes it gotta happen. You know what I mean? And you gotta live life to the best of your ability. I'm not gonna live my life the way somebody else want me to, and end
Yeah.
up how somewhere where they not even gonna care. Like you know what I mean? People die and life goes on. People go to jail, life goes on. Being in jail is dead to me. Big homie, I lost everything. I lost everything. I lost my girl. I lost my car. I lost my money. When I went to jail for them years, I lost time for my kids. Had to rebuild the relationship with my kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just now recently getting cool with my first baby moms from that situation because I felt like she abandoned me. But even that thinking was selfish. I had to
Yeah.
grow. I had to grow even after coming home. Like, yo, I did leave her out here on her own. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, she was dependent on me. I was getting the money. I was a money maker. Now she don't know what the fuck to do. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
we make them quick decisions and we fuck up a lot of people's lives, yo. Not just
Yeah.
ours. We fuck up a lot of people's lives.
Oh yeah.
Stop being
Yeah.
selfish and fucking up your family life, man. Hurting your moms, your kids. You're not just hurting yourself. That's real shit. I had to learn that shit the hard way. Hopefully, y'all can learn through our experiences, our knowledge. I really believe that this live right here is definitely gonna change and save a life. You know what I mean? If it's one, then we did our job. But if it's a whole lot more, then I'm happy and I'm
Yeah.
proud.
Man, all I ever wanted to do as a young'un, even in the midst of my foolishness, I never was too foolish to embrace wisdom. So I always wanted to hear game. You know what I mean? I always want to hear wisdom. I always want to know a better way, an easier way. So, I hope that, and I know just from looking at the comments on here, we're not talking to a bunch of fools out there
Right.
because a fool despise wisdom. You know what I mean? Some dudes gonna be fools regardless of what happened. And we can't save everybody. But for those who not close-eared or closed-minded where wisdom is concerned. And for those who want to embrace wisdom to have a better life, easier way, a smarter way of doing things, then, embrace wisdom. Ain't nothing weak about it. Matter of fact, it's a strength. You know
Mm,
what I mean? Because even a fool with money gonna lose his money. But if you
mm.
got a wisdom, you get money, you know how to keep it. So I'm hoping, man, and I love sharing wisdom. I love sharing game because it was shared with me. You know what I mean? A lot of things we learn through trial and error, but that's not the best teacher. You know what I mean? And I'm glad that when you served, well, you didn't serve time. You let time serve you. And the reason I know that is because if you serve time, you've been back already. So for those that can hear us that's in jail, don't serve time. Let time serve you, which simply means learn something in there. You know what I mean? Have a made up mind when you come up out of there that, okay, I'm going to equip myself where I ain't got to come back this direction. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's game, man. We have to embrace that from one another. I learn from you. You learn from me. I'm the type of dude I learn from a baby. You know what I mean? I don't never think I know it all or I can't learn no more. I'm constantly learning. That's why I surround myself with the youth. You know what I mean? That's why I don't disassociate myself from where I came from. I ain't gonna never forget where I came from, because that's important for me to go back to my community, uplift my community. You know what I mean? Inspire my community, give them game, give them wisdom. Let them know that, okay, man, you're doing wrong, do wrong to do right. You know what I mean? Don't try to make no career out of doing wrong. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because if you're trying to make a career out of doing wrong, you already lost. It's just a matter of time before loss catch up with you. And it's on your trail because you're working against the universal laws of God. So you can't win.
Can't win.
Yeah.
I don't know no. I'll be honest, man. All the kingpins I know even served a bunch of time. They went to jail. You know what I mean? Or they still in jail or they dead. Like, so
Yeah.
I don't know nobody. Honestly, I don't know them. Like, so you know what I'm saying. So at the end of the day, speaking nothing but facts. You know, and it took and through experience of watching other people, took a long time for me to learn that. You know what I mean? I'm 37 years old. You know what I mean? I'm not young, but I'm not old neither. And I'm still like I can still build with build with people like you, and I can still
Yeah.
come, build with the
Yeah.
like right in between. You know what I mean? So I'm just using my voice and my platform now to try to help change, like, you know what I mean? Try to help make a change. You know what I'm saying? Any way I can, big bro, any way I can. So thanks a
And
lot
that's
again, man, for coming up here and
yeah.
and helping me, spread the message. I really appreciate you. You already know I tell you all the time.
Yeah, all
Definitely.
good, bro. All good. And hey, one thing before I go, I want everybody to understand that truth stay the same forever. I don't care what age you get. The truth still the truth. That lie got to keep changing. You know what I mean? That lie just changed generation after generation. But that truth stand the test of the time. You know what I mean? The truth is the truth.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact. Once again, I appreciate you, big bro. I ain't gonna hold you. You know what I mean? Yeah, I definitely, be calling you after this or whatever, and
Yeah.
we gonna build outside of this, like always.
Hey, I appreciate you inviting me, man.
All right, big homie.
All right, on.
That was the big homie Jay Prince. Shout out to Jay Prince. You know what I mean? I hope a lot was learned through this, right? Because I felt like the lesson that when I got the chain back, right? I don't feel a lesson was really learned. I feel like, people rather preferred ignorance. They would have rather preferred. First of all, I ain't take chain. I ain't have nothing to do with that shit. I wasn't even there. You know what I mean? First of all, I didn't even know the dudes, but they wasn't gonna give it to nobody but me, right? So I saw like, fuck it. I get on the plane, I go get it. What would y'all rather do? Yo, fuck that Bronx, man. Bronx, you got the chain, man. Bronx, fuck that. Fuck Houston. For what? For what? To entertain y'all niggas to not y'all on here, but to entertain the world. So and I gotta walk around, me watching my back for what? For something that I had completely nothing to do with. Get the fuck out of here. We made the right choice, the right decision, and and we built a bond, and our bond is growing stronger, and we continue to build. And who wouldn't want to build to have a friend like Jay Prince? Like, let's be real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, he's an honorable, solid man. Now, he's like, I can see if it was a bitch ass rapper or something like that. You know what I mean? I'd probably be like, man, I ain't getting that shit back for that nigga. Fuck that. But this is an honorable, solid, well respected man. Let's be real, okay? Okay, that's somebody to aspire to be like. Multi-millionaire. I've been to his mansion. He brought me inside his home. Salute to him. Brought me in his home, his mansion. Incredible. His land, incredible. 1,000 acres. Imagine how much. That's something I aspire to. I want for me and my family. That's something I aspire to be like. Come on, bro. I did the streets already. I used to aspire to be like the killers. I used to do that. And landed me in jail. When I got to jail face to life, I said, I don't want to be like them killers no more. Anybody who's sitting in that fucking cell that got some sense gonna say that. And you facing life in jail, you're gonna be like, damn, I don't want to be like them killers no more, man. I want to go home. I want some pussy. I want to have sex. I want to be with my kids. You know, I want to eat a real decent meal. And I became vegan and I want to eat a vegan meal. You know, you start thinking, you're like, yo, this shit really not worth it. Niggas running in your cell. They don't tell you this part. They're coming in your cell, strip, turn around, squat, open your ass cheek for fucking men. It's the most degrading shit ever. They don't tell you that part. They tell you the war stories. Here, son, I cut the nigga. Yeah, I stabbed this nigga. Or I had some fights. Or yeah, I did my time like a man. Yeah. They don't tell you that. They don't tell you that. They don't tell you that strip search, the most degrading shit in the world. You can't hide your nuts when you can't do this. Nigga, put your hands up. Yeah, niggas, turn around. Men looking at your fucking cheeks. That's real shit. That's solid shit. Not us running around here trying to run around here still killing each other. Nah, that ain't solid. Not to me. I'm sorry. But there's a lot of y'all still in here, so I'm gonna still talk to y'all for a little while. You know what? Matter of fact, I'm gonna bring some of y'all up to give some of y'all viewpoints of how y'all felt about the interview. You know what I mean? I'm gonna bring y'all up. I'm gonna bring y'all up so y'all go, talk about how y'all feel about it, so y'all can have a word or two before I go. I'm not just gonna end it on y'all like that. Shout out to Jay Prince, man. Shout out to the big homie Jay Prince, for pulling up. Send me the request if you want to come in live and talk. I'm sending it out. All right, hold on. I'm sending it out to y'all who sent me the request. If you send me a request, I'm gonna pull you up. You gained the follower list. Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Follow me, man. Follow me here.
What's good?
Yo, what's going on? What's going on, bro?
Yeah, nothing, man. Long time, man. Like, I seen you up here. I just wanted to come up here and say some things. I'm from the Bronx or whatever. I go way back. Like, I remember you from a long time ago. You probably don't remember me, but we got a lot of mutual friends. But I just came up here to salute you, because what people don't know is you saved a lot of lives. Because at the end of the day, it's a lot of New York rappers that travel in the South and make money. And it would have been real uncomfortable for them. Real uncomfortable for them. And that's what people don't really get, that I get, because I was in that music game and making money. It's a respect thing. So if them Southern artists come to New York and they not safe, well, guess what was going to happen? What was going to happen had that chain not came back?
Ask me if they thank me, though.
and the big bro, like, respect Jay Prince, his name alone, he don't have to push a button. His name alone. Somebody that never met him from Texas, just off the strength, thinking they doing him a solid, would have ran down on one of y'all. So at the end of the day, like, not only do you save lives, and I'm actually proud to see your growth and your development, because we all come from a certain element. That don't mean we got to stay thinking like that. Because if you think the same way at 37 that you did at 22, you're a fool. You know what I'm saying? And people ain't been in these real situations. Like, these dudes think this shit. And this is why you got so many people taking the stand, bro. Because at the end of the day, when we was young dudes, we came up in a different generation. Like, we had to earn our way outside.
That's a fact.
So, like, a lot of dudes be saying they in the streets. No, nigga, y'all niggas is on the block. And on the block and in the streets is two totally different things. Because in the streets means you respected everywhere. On your block means your cousin was somebody and niggas let you come outside. And we got a lot of these off the porch niggas now. These niggas cousins with somebody, they come outside, some shit jump off, now they on the stand telling on 20 niggas.
Damn,
you understand what I'm saying?
You just said that, bro. Niggas ain't in the street, y'all on y'all blocks. It's a fact. You know what I mean? I tell niggas all the time, you have little niggas act like they tough. I be like, yo, who I am, yeah, and I don't even toot my horn like that, because it's just, I'm a humble dude.
Speak for yourself, man.
I'm a humble dude.
It's self-explanatory.
Yeah, but sometimes you gotta big yourself up. Be like, hold on, you ain't who you say you are. You know what I'm saying? Hey, DMX said that years ago. Understand this for your own good. Everybody is the man in their own hood, my nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Your shit is self-explanatory. Like, you could go to Atlanta and somebody gonna meet you at the airport. See, like, when I first started getting in that music game, like, dudes like Bump J in Chicago, like, you had to, like, people talking about, oh, I ain't tapping in. Tapping in to us was a sign of respect. You understand what I'm saying? Like, New York now, like, no disrespect, like, and I ain't trying to be disrespectful. When we grew up, it was different. Niggas called us when they came to New York. Niggas wasn't just going and getting a hotel on 42nd Street and partying, and niggas from New York would go hang with them and it was okay. Nah, you had to touch in with some thorough niggas, or niggas see you, they gonna see you. Just for respect, and it was like that. But now these dudes look at it like, oh, tapping into some sucker shit. Nah, it's respect, because it's shit about New York that you know that niggas that ain't from here know.
Exactly.
Yo, it's up. That rapper you hanging with, niggas want his head. So be careful when you come here. You understand what I'm saying? These niggas is out here booking niggas. Be careful out here. It just on some respect. So it's like when you get to cities like Chicago and all that, I even go further, bro. Milwaukee, New Orleans. I've been all over, bro. You tap in with some real niggas. If you ain't tapped in with some real niggas, like niggas gonna look at you in the club and they gonna be like, yo, no, they good, man. They fuck with Hocus. They good. That's his peoples and all that. But you just go in there, niggas like, yo, who you with? I don't know them niggas, man. I don't know who. A promoter just brought you out here? Guess what? Because you remember when we first came outside, the whole shit was pay you that front end and get you at that show and tell you that back end coming, and then give you the back end and book you when you outside.
That's a fact.
That was niggas shit. I ain't gonna even name drop on here, but I know some of your favorite biggest artists got that first 40,000 and came to that show to get that last 40, 50, 60 and didn't leave with that last 40, 50, 60. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, bro, I just think that is the disconnect is the generation. Like, you got niggas our age running around with these little niggas because they got a couple dollars scam and calling them big bro and shit like that. Like, that shit gotta stop, man. They little niggas, man.
That's a fact.
They little niggas. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I really salute you for that. Like, niggas was talking about, oh, niggas from New York be doing the most. Listen, man, I don't care where you from. Man of respect is a man of respect. I know niggas from Alaska that's men of respect.
That's a fact.
You understand what I'm saying? And you respect a nigga shit. Because if the shoe was on the other foot and you pushed that button and made that call to him about something that went in Houston, he would have did the same thing.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so, like, I just hate the ignorance. I hate the stupidity. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all niggas don't really realize. Y'all, like, they want wars. Y'all niggas don't even understand what the FBI doing. They standing around waiting for this shit to jump off.
They let
to wrap everybody up.
They want cases. They want to fill their prisons. They letting this shit go down. They see all y'all niggas on YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter beefing. They see it. I be amazed, yo, bro. I be amazed. Yo, shout out to my bro Black Eye. I think he in the comments. Ask him, me and Black be talking. I be like, yo, bro, I don't want niggas to go to jail. I be like, I don't get it. If this was me, I feel like I'd have been in jail. These niggas be on Twitter. Yeah, like nigga get killed. Niggas be like, yeah, we smoking them. I be like, oh shit. Oh, they really doing that? Like back in the day, you killed the nigga. You don't want nobody to know. You don't want nobody to know.
Nobody. Yo, bro, listen to me, man. Niggas was putting niggas out and then coming outside on the block the other day hooping with niggas and all that on Sunday morning hooping. A whole bang out in the hood, 4 in the morning. Niggas come outside with his basketball.
Niggas going to nigga funerals like they cool, like man, shit
100%. And it's like you got the older niggas glorifying this sucker shit. Like it's sucker shit. It ain't nothing G about that. And like, you know, rest in peace to the young King Vaughn. And I want to talk about that because I wanted to give these young niggas a lesson. Now, King Vaughn, he was like that, bro. He was like that.
He was a gangster. He was a gangster. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah, he was a gangster. He died being a gangster. Like, he died doing some gangster shit. You know why? Because a gangster is what? All a gangster is a man of his word. He told a little nigga, when I see you, I'm going to put blood in your mouth. That's it. He didn't say when I see you when it's convenient or when I see you on my turf. He said when I see you, I'm going to put blood in your mouth. He died being a gangster, but the lesson behind this is not him dying. He made a choice. He lost his life, but he had niggas following him. And he didn't make a decision for them, and they lost their life too. So when you're a leader and you got people following you, you have an obligation to your team to move different. You can't act on emotion all the time because emotion going to get you a shitload of time or death. You got to think, man. You can't just be running around just doing shit and then sitting in that cell because all you need is a bad 2 minutes. The worst day of a nigga life, Hope, the worst day of a nigga life is when you run into a nigga that don't care about that next 2 or 3 minutes. That's going to be the worst day of your life or the last day of your life. You understand what I'm saying? And people don't understand that. Oh, I'm gonna spin the block. I'm gonna spin the block. Like you've been there. You've been fighting for your life. How many young niggas you seen in jail that wasn't even like that? That just did some hot, stupid shit.
A lot. And I seen them. You guys. So like I told Jay Prince, I was on there 4 years. So when you on there that long, you seeing niggas come through by the. You just, you know what I mean? You seeing everybody. They all coming through. And as I'm on it, I'm getting older on there. Obviously, right? Because 4 years later, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm like, damn. And I'm seeing younger niggas. My mental's growing differently. And like you said, it's like I'm shaking my head, but I can't say too much because I was once them. Now I'm here with them. And it's like sad because, like I said, I beat my case, but a lot of niggas didn't. My brother S1 had lesser charges than me, right? Not only did he have, I mean, not even to get into too much details, but I was facing more time than him. I did a lot more dirt in the street than him. I could say that. He got 19 years. He got 19 years, man. That kid ain't deserve no 19 years. Everybody don't get lucky. Me and Dollar beat it, but everybody don't. Nah. So people, I think some people look at our situations. I could do it, you know, because niggas, people in the world, period, they got that I could do it too attitude. We like, everybody feel they can rap. Everybody feel they can do this. Oh, you did that? Oh, I could do it too. Like, so I think it's like niggas, because I've been told that before. Like, you know what I mean? Like niggas catch cases called like, oh, they beat it though. They beat it. Nigga, my case and your case totally different. Ain't no case alike. You know what I'm saying? Like, all the details are gonna be totally different.
Young Kings, when they came out with that RICO, right? They had it for the mob. You understand what I'm saying to you? But they're abusing it as a new way to control black people to support mass incarceration. So when you on the internet claiming gang and throwing it up and all that, just know you setting yourself up that when your man do some dumb shit, they coming to get all of y'all because now they're building a RICO case. You understand what I'm saying to you? They don't want him. They want all of y'all for some dumb shit one of you may do.
Yo, bro, like you said, bro, I'm gonna just say we because, you know, I'm a part of that structure. We give them the RICO case nowadays. We give it to them.
We giving it to them.
You like you said, y'all on the joint, yo, gang, yo, get we smoking in this pack. Yo, they're using all of that shit in court. Let me be the one to tell you. Yo,
my nigga, the handshakes, the music videos. Yo, bro, listen to me. Listen to me, bro. I used to be out there in New Orleans, yo. My boy played in the NBA. I used to live out there in New Orleans and all that. Shout out to New Orleans and all that. It was these young dudes out there, when I'm saying hitting everything, it's a nigga, they charged him with 18 murders at 20 years old. And he was on the stand telling on everybody.
That's
like, first of all, how do you put a nigga on the stand that you accusing of 18? Yo, bro, he was testifying for 11 days on the shit that he did. Fuck, it took him another 4 days just to get on the stand and tell on everybody else. He had to tell on himself first.
Hey, yo, niggas ain't solid, bro. Oh, shit. Let me try to charge this phone. Niggas ain't solid, bro. Like, niggas is going to tell. Niggas want to come home. If you think,
because they minds be underdeveloped. It's they looking at this lifestyle that they think they want. Yo, and I want you to elaborate. Niggas don't understand. These niggas be going to jail for 40 years and only balling for 24 months. Yeah. They don't be getting no real money. Yo, bro, they be balling for 24 months, bro.
Yo, I'm glad you brought that up, bro. I'm so happy you brought that up because let me elaborate.
There you go. Easy. Exactly.
Perfect, bro. Like, if I had the mind frame I got now when I was younger, I'd have been way further than I am now, obviously. Like, yo, I made hundreds of thousands in the streets. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't of course,
millions. You just don't know.
I wasn't no
millions.
I was doing my thing. If you understand what that means. Breitling watches, nice cars, whatever you want to call it. A lot of money. I could have been. I own a house. I'm in my house that I own right now, right? As a grown ass man, I could have been owned a house when I was 20 something years old. You know what I mean? I went to jail when I was 25. So before that, obviously I was young, 22, 23, 24, 21, all that, getting a lot of money. It's not worth it, my nigga. It was the things that I was doing was not worth the time I was facing. I was facing life in prison. Like if I'd have blew out, even if I'd have beat the top charge, which caused life, I would still got 25 years. I'd have got more time than S1. I had worse charges. He got 19. So that it's not worth it, bro. If you ask a nigga like that, I wish S1 could get on this live and tell y'all niggas, man, shit ain't worth. His son is growing up right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
Missing it, bro.
This shit.
And Hope, let me tell you something. Another message I want to give to these young kings. Stop letting these females that's not solid make you mentally unhealthy to do a bunch of dumb shit to keep them happy and get an asshole full of time and they're going to be fucking your mans as soon as you go to prison, man. Okay? Like, you need solid people around you because if a female ain't praying for you and begging you to get out their streets, she don't care about you. She don't care about you.
Some of them, you know, some of them, you know, not to really come in their defense, but I think that some of these women, they're, how can I say, intrigued by the lifestyle. Some of them don't even get it. Some of them just think it's regular. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like Jay Prince said, OGs over IG. IG is raising niggas, man. IG is raising niggas. Like, y'all not listening to OGs. First thing y'all say is, old ass nigga, what he gonna tell me? So old ass nigga's alive, okay? That's number one. Old ass nigga is alive. You want to make it to this age, right? Listen, motherfucker. This old ass nigga own a house. That old ass nigga I just had on here owns property, is a multi-millionaire. You know what I'm saying? So,
yo, bro, respectfully,
this old ass nigga owns a house. His kids live with him. You know, they eat a meal every day. I mean, I sit in this bitch every day. I don't even care about going outside, bro. Like,
let me ask you something, though, bro.
He just came home. I was like, yo, bro, it's crazy that I really hate leaving the house, but we used to rush to them corners every day. Like, if we was, I'm going outside. Soon we wake up, brush our teeth, take a shower. We on a block. You know, we hustling though, but you know, we on a block though. Like, yo, shit's crazy.
Yo, Hope, let me say one thing though, right? Yo, when people look at you, right, they see a young black man, right? But when I look at you, you know what I look at? I look at a nigga that hit the lottery. And let me explain to you why I say a nigga that hit the lottery, right? If you ask the average person, how many people do they know that hit the lottery, right? If you lucky, if you in a small percentage in the world, you might know one person that hit the lottery, right?
I don't know nobody who that.
You wanna? It's not many people know a nigga like you that endured what you did, beat what you did, and still healthy here, and ain't know nobody paperwork. That's a lottery.
Good looking, bro.
That's a lottery. I told niggas all the time, man. Y'all niggas be going to Atlanta, busting it up, seeing these niggas with a lot of money. Most of these niggas got 5K1s, man. That's why they in Atlanta, building a whole new life, because they can't go home. Stop hanging around anybody that got money all the time, man. Y'all niggas don't even be knowing what these niggas be doing and who they are. Integrity over a dollar.
It take a certain type of individual to get me out of my house. I pop out for certain. You might have seen me pop out with certain celebrities. That's because it's either I got a
nigga
directly or somebody around them I fuck with hard. You know what I'm saying? Like DMX, that's my big brother. That's my brother. Like you're gonna always see me in pics with him, wherever he at. But like other celebrities, I'm either cool with somebody around them or I know them. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, especially I don't know if y'all mothers tell y'all this now, but back in the day, our moms would be like, once you in the house, stay your ass in the house. Don't go back outside.
Stay your ass in the house.
I don't give a fuck who call you. Do not go back outside. Once you in the house, stay your ass in the house. And I understand. I nigga going them trips back outside and got me in trouble. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Hope, like people like all due respect, right? People like look at it like you know, Big Meech, right? He was Jeff Bezos before Jeff Bezos. You understand what I'm telling you? He's one of the great American entrepreneurs of our time. Period, nigga, in any walk of life. But at the end of the day, they never wanted to see that man grow. They never wanted to see that man grow. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I want these youngins to understand. It's okay to grow. It's okay. It's okay to see the world differently. Like, you don't have time to sit on the cars and be on the block no more. Like, it's so much legal money out here to make. Young niggas is becoming millionaires every day by taking that same energy they put in the streets and putting it into themselves and their brands and whatever they want to sell.
Yo,
there's so many niggas doing it.
Man, I tell you this much, man. This internet right here, man. If you broke, right, and you got a phone, something's wrong with you. Something's wrong with you. If you broke and you got a smartphone, you have everything you need to make $1. Everything you need. All you need is a fucking smartphone and the money to pay the bill, of course. You know what I mean? But once you got them first couple months paid up, yo, you should be able to make some money. There's so much ways to get money online now. It's ridiculous. And if you don't know, ask. Stop being afraid to ask. I'm saying Jay Prince. Stop being afraid to ask. Like, yo, reach out. Fuck that. People got these social platforms. Reach out. I don't care if they don't answer you. I don't give a fuck if you get on their nerves. Get in their comments. Ask people. Do some research. Go online. Go on Google. Go on YouTube. Yo, YouTube teach me everything, bro. I painted the whole studio, bro, by myself. You know what I mean? I never paint in my life. I went on YouTube how to paint. I swear to you, how to paint. And I'm like, okay. I went and bought some paint. Built them. You see the panels on the wall? Built them. Built them from scratch.
Wow.
Man, look, like, I did all this shit, like, you know what I mean? I saved a lot of money doing that. I saved myself a couple grand. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you know, you just gotta be innovative. You gotta have some type of aspiration, man. You gotta want more for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Get out there and go. It's no way you should be broke. It's impossible, man. You should be able to make a.
Yo, and the crazy thing, Hope, like, it's like I'm watching niggas that I grew up with go to prison. Yo, my nigga, you 40, you too old to be going to prison. Like, what are you doing? Like, yo, bro, that shit supposed to have been out your system, man. You didn't evolve by now. You facing 25 years at 37, 38, 39 years old, man. You got to get your life together. But it's just this whole thing, this social media shit is the gift and the curse, because it's making so many people mentally unhealthy with their life. So they watching everybody else's life and they saying, I want that, I want that. Well, do you really want that? Are you prepared to lose sleep? Are you prepared to lose friends? Are you prepared to lose family? Are you prepared to be hated on, persecuted? All that, because success and elevation come with all that. It comes with that. You know what I'm saying? Just like the streets come with something, you a target for girls. You know what I'm saying? Your family gonna turn on you when you don't want to give them money. You gonna lose friends. Everything come with a price. So you gotta know what price you're willing to pay and stay in your lane and live your truth. Nobody want to live their truth no more. Everybody wants to live somebody else's life. You got females out here that's in a relationship with a solid nigga that love them, but they see their friends on boats and going to Tulum and shit like that, and then they figure they want that. Are you prepared to be a nigga eighth side bitch? Are you prepared to go to the doctor because a nigga burnt you? Are you prepared to like be lonely? Are you prepared to for your soul to be gone? Are you prepared for your son when he get 10 years old and start using the internet to see his mom's with her ass all out? That's and females talk about us brothers, right? They don't understand that they destroy us through them. Because if my mom's is unstable and I've never seen a nigga properly love my mother, how am I gonna know how to treat a woman? Like, how is that possible? I seen niggas in and out of my life all the time. So you start looking at women as fungible assets, and what a fungible asset is something that's easily replaceable. So when we grow up thinking that, oh man, fuck that bitch, I get another one. Oh, fuck that bitch, I get another one. They systematically destroying us through destroying the women. And that's what the women got to understand. Because look, this nigga's fooled me. This nigga trapped me. Let me tell you something. If you're looking for a nigga with honor and integrity, he could never fool you. That shit seeps through a nigga pores. When you meet a nigga, you shake his hand. The way he look at you, to communicate with you. If a nigga say, I'm going to be there in 10 minutes and he ain't there in 8 or to 9 to 10 minutes, you already know what kind of integrity he got. And if you're looking for integrity, you're going to always meet solid people. And that's why, like, I don't make myself available for a lot of people. I don't care. I turn down shit niggas that sell their soul for, bro. Because I know I don't want to pay that price. I don't want to pay that price. I don't want to wake up and wondering if you're telling me the truth or if you really fuck with me like that. I don't want to pay that price. So I say, you know what? I'm cool. I'll turn it down.
Hey, yeah. On the come home, bro, trust and believe, bro. Yeah, like I said, I haven't been in cuffs since I've been back home. You know what I'm saying? And I turned down a lot too, even just on the street level, being offered things that, because niggas know I'm a solid dude. They know, all right, he been through battle testing. We know he ain't gonna tell. Why wouldn't they want to fuck with me? I could get anything I want, anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could be the biggest kingpin out here if I wanted to be. Nah, you know what? I'll be the biggest daddy to Astra and Noah and my other two.
Because that's your legacy, King.
Yeah.
Look at all our fallen soldiers that got life forever in prison.
Yeah.
That's your legacy. Because you know, like, your kids is your legacy. Because when we gone, all they gonna remember is what we left the world. What did you leave the world? Like, I left them my kids, man. My son is an outstanding man. You understand what I'm saying? My daughter's a queen. Like, that's all that matters. None of that shit matters. Spinning the block. That niggas is spinning the block, and then 10 minutes later, y'all in the house crying like, oh shit, I can't believe you did that. Nigga, when you spin the block, you meant to do that. Like, what you mean? You understand what I'm saying? And I just want people to realize, like, I just want to promote, like, more mental health. Like, it's cool to be cool. Like, it's cool to come home and see your kid. Like, you know how many times people be doing shit to me that the young me would have wanted to take their head off? But then I realized, like, this is the devil's trap. I got away. Like, I got away. I'm gone. Y'all niggas ain't tricking me into no prison, man. Because I know y'all niggas ain't like that, because y'all wouldn't be doing this. Niggas don't do this. Yo, when I see niggas is up for you, like that suck my dick shit. Niggas died when we was kids.
That's a fact. That shit.
These niggas say that shit so fluently now. Bro, niggas, when I'm saying niggas died, lost their kufi for that shit, bro.
Yeah, the disrespect.
You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. And it ain't nothing cool about getting 40 years, nigga, talking to your son, missing his first parties, his graduation, he having a baby, your daughter out here looking at all the wrong niggas for guidance for shit that you should have been teaching her because you sitting here believing that these streets love you. You can't love nothing in this world that don't love you back. You can't love the money can't love you back. The street, they don't love you back. You can't love nothing that